I was going to say it's Monday, but that's not true. That's an illusion.
Tuesday.
It's
Yeah.
Tuesday. I was thinking it was Monday. And Louise has jumped on a plane and gone to somewhere.
Hot. Like I didn't need somewhere hot.
So yeah, so we're sat here looking all cool and collected, and wondering if anyone's going to join us, actually. You do know,
Mm.
Louise, that we're up against England playing football.
But I thought they were on later.
Well,
No?
yes, but I'm sure
Oh yeah.
everyone's getting in the mood and
Yeah, true. They
down
could
the
be all in the
pub
pub.
or
Yeah.
barbecues or
Yeah. True.
doing stuff.
All
So,
got their flags out. Yeah.
so never
True.
mind. We don't mind, do we? Because
We
we're
don't
just
mind.
we're gonna have a nice chat,
Yeah,
and it'll be on replay. So
it will. So when they're back from their football shenanigans with a hangover, they can listen.
I love that word, shenanigans.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we decided we were going to talk. I'm not sure where this came from, where the idea, these ideas that we have about, what we're going to talk about, they kind of just pop up, don't they?
Mm. Yeah. Like insights.
Like insights, yeah. And I think it was me. I think I saw something and I was like, oh yeah, that's a good one. And so yeah, so seeing is not believing. Which is funny, really, because seeing Louise on the beach, definitely not believing that.
No, definitely not
And
believing
my
that.
new tidy office, what do you
Yeah.
reckon?
Not believing that
Not believing
either.
that either.
Having seen your office, and if you saw my office, you'd be like, yeah.
Exactly. So that's a good start.
Yeah.
So where shall we start?
Where should we start? So I know that you put the little video up, didn't you, about the tap?
Yes.
That was really
Did you like that?
interesting.
Did you like
Yes.
that?
Yeah. So it looked like um, the tap was the water was running out of the faucet. You could hear it and everything. And then somebody came along with a pair of scissors and cut through. So it wasn't water, it was paper
Or something. Yeah,
or
it
something.
was
Yeah.
definitely not water.
Yeah. So, and your brain made that up or filled in the gaps and said, that must be water because I can see it and I can hear it as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. I mean, I saw it and I went, oh,
Yeah.
when
Clever.
he snipped through, I was like, oh.
Yeah. It's clever.
So,
Yeah.
and as soon as you see like the truth, I hate people who do that, but I'm doing that for truth because, truth is a funny word too. But when you see something, how it really is, then it changes everything, doesn't it? You just go, oh, and
Yeah.
you don't have to kind of think about it anymore. You just go, oh, it's a bit of paper. But it's
Mm.
still, if you look at it more than once, it's still, your
Yeah.
brain still goes, oh, yeah, it's water.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked really closely, like, no, it can't really be paper. And yeah, no, it still looks like water. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I also like those optical illusion things where, you've got like a silhouette, black and white. Um, and then do you see two faces or do you see a vase? You know, those, I like those type of
Yes.
things as well.
There's some very famous ones, aren't there? There's the old lady or the young,
Yeah,
either an old woman or a young woman, young lady.
yeah, yeah.
There's another one actually that well there's one I saw
Oh,
fairly not
sorry.
long ago. It's all right.
Sorry. Cut that out. Sorry. So you were saying,
Yeah. There was one I saw a photograph and it looks like either a goat or a bird. Have you seen that one?
I don't know if I have seen that one. No.
I should have found it so I could share it, but I can always post it somewhere. Yeah, it's and
Yeah.
you look at it and you're like, oh my God, because it looks like a little kid goat, and then it
Yeah.
looks like a woodpecker or a kookaburra or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely our mind or our brain definitely fills in some gaps and yeah, sort of takes old knowledge or whatever and just fills it in.
I mean, I think it can be useful, can't it? Because we're
Yeah.
being, we're having so much
Mm.
data thrown at us all the time. It's like those when you fill in a sentence or and half the letters are missing and you can still read it, and things
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
kind of thing.
absolutely.
But it does pose some problems
Yeah,
about
it's
and it has done historically for human beings, really, when you think about it.
absolutely. Yeah.
Um, I mean, my favorite, one of my favorites is, well, two is the flat Earth, which no doubt we'll get to, but the other one is, the sun. Like we still say the sun rises and the sun fall, sunset, sunrise as
Yes.
moving,
Yeah.
and we say, oh, the sun's going to move to the front of the house. I've been thinking about that today
Yeah.
because it definitely moved across the sky on my house, because I've
Yeah.
moved with it away
Yeah.
from it.
That's it. Yeah. And of course, that's how our sundials work, isn't it? They just
Yeah.
assume that the sun's going to move round and then tell you the time on the
Yeah.
sundial. Yeah.
So yeah, and that is something that we actually live by.
Mm.
And when you stop and think that actually the sun doesn't move at all, and that we're on a spinning rock that's going round the sun and spinning as well, I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
how crazy is that?
It is crazy. It is crazy. It's as crazy as the sun going around us, which is what they used to think. We are the center of the universe, so the sun goes around us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
True.
think, I think things in nature like that are really useful to kind of point us back to, realizing that things aren't quite as they seem.
Mm,
Uh,
mm, mm.
and for me, those metaphors and my very favorite, which is flat earthing, which is it's my little term when I know that I'm innocently, you know, stuck in my head and thinking that a situation is making
Mm.
me feel a certain way, when I
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
I'm when I've forgotten that everything happens from the inside out.
That's right. Yeah.
And I guess I'm pretty sure mostly flat earthing most of the time. Actually,
That's so true.
some
Yeah.
days more than others.
Yeah, definitely.
Think,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Every day. I mean, even just getting up and thinking, oh, it's hot. What am I going to wear? Um, well, I can't go out in that.
yeah,
What will people think? I can't wear shorts. Um, whatever. You just make stuff up all the time
yeah.
that's not true. Um, yeah.
But it feels as true as that edge, that horizon, when I look, I'm so glad you've got the sea because I
Yeah,
can see her,
there it
I can
is.
see an edge, I can see the flatness of the earth.
Yes.
And if you believe that's true, it makes perfect sense to behave
Yeah,
in a certain way, to not go near it.
exactly. To act in a limited fashion.
Yeah.
You can't go out there. You can't go out of your comfort zone because it's not safe.
No, no.
Mm.
So, yeah.
And it just covers so many other things, like I put on that post, like I've always thought that I'm shy. I just got this label, an identity of a shy person. But actually, I know that's not true because I do book tours, book talks. You know, it's not true. I can just walk into a room with strangers and start talking about my book. So I'm not shy. That's not true at all. But but I only thought it was. Um, and that had been my experience maybe when I was young. But even then, it wasn't true because I used to be in drama classes and things, and I'd be on the stage. So it wasn't true then either. So where did it come from? I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe there was a moment or two where you were.
yeah. And
You
that
know,
felt safe.
but I think we talk about something like shyness. It's just a label. It's a description of a feeling, right?
Yeah,
That has meaning because of the story
yeah.
we
And
attach to it. And I'm not a shy person, and I don't think I've ever been called shy, but I know that sometimes I am shy about certain things.
yes, yes.
I can be a little bit nervous about something and feel a little bit like,
Yeah,
oh, I remember when I don't know why this came to mind, but I remember when I went to Italy, I was 19 and I didn't speak Italian or and nobody, it was a little tiny village in the mountains, nobody spoke English really.
yeah,
And there was a little shop, a little supermarket, and I used to hover outside and wait till there was nobody in there
yeah,
before I went in and tried to ask for something.
yeah, yeah,
So that was because I was, shy or embarrassed about the fact that I was going to stumble in my
and
terrible,
you,
I didn't speak Italian, they didn't speak English, and I was
yeah,
so I think it's, any story that you've made up about yourself is we can all be shy at some point, you know?
yeah, definitely. And I just seem to carry it with me for a long time. Yeah, into adulthood, really, young adulthood and beyond. But yeah, but it's not true because also, in certain circumstances, you're far from shy. You talk to anybody when you feel comfortable. So because it's not true all of the time, how can it actually be true? It's not true, but it's just when you think it's true, then it is. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But also, like you wrote down, I think, things like it's too late to change. So somebody might think, well, I'm 56. There's no way, I could get another job or get another career or, I'm, I don't know, you're perhaps with somebody that you think, well, we're not really suited. Should I go, it's too late for a different relationship. There's all sorts of things that people think, that it's too late to do something different, but never really too late unless you're dead, right?
Right. And then it doesn't matter.
No. No. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I didn't go to, excuse me, I didn't go to university till I was 39 or something. I'd got two small children. I mean, how did I do that? I don't know. I just wanted to do it, just did it. But I probably, before that, thought, well, I'm probably too old. There'll be all young people there. That's not really for me. But once I visited, I was like, yeah, it's a really good mix, young, old, so I don't care. But if I'd have just listened to the first thing, oh no, you're too old to go to university, then I would never have gone to have a look. And so my life would have gone on a different route.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think the other thing that's really interesting is that we think that what we are seeing is what everyone else is seeing.
Yeah, yeah. And
And
they can't possibly be because I'm, I'm different to you. We have different, you know, upbringing, different values, different beliefs sometimes, you know, um, we might be a different age, we came from a different era. Um, like, for example, my husband loves cars. So wherever we go, whatever we're doing, he'll recognize the cars. He'll say, oh, that's a 1937 something or a 1964 something. And I haven't seen any cars that's not even in my universe,
yeah.
you know? But I might think, oh, look, there's a pretty little dog. I wouldn't mind a breed like that. That's a nice dog. So yeah, you can't see the same things because you're looking kind of through different perception of everything, aren't you?
Mm. I always think it's funny when I ask Jim, my husband, to get me something. Could you pop into the office and grab my phone or my glasses or something because I've forgotten them, and
Yeah, yeah,
he'll I can hear him, routing around. I'm probably standing in the garden in my wellies and I don't want to change my boots or something, like that.
yeah,
When it's
yeah,
wet and muddy. And he'll come, it's not there, Do you know what that? Do you know that?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I kind of roll my eyes and take my boots off and go, "Oh God, he's done a man look."
yeah, definitely a
We
man look.
don't, and
Yeah,
we don't. But the truth is, he did. You know, for him, it wasn't there.
yes,
Because I'll
absolutely.
come up and go, "It's here," But for
Yeah,
him, it's
it's not
not.
there. No, it's really not there.
I remember. I remember a friend of mine. This is a bit. Well, it's not sad because the guy was all right, but she um, knocked somebody off their bicycle driving. And she always says, I didn't see him.
Right.
And she says it, but she feels terribly guilty because
Yeah.
there's a there's a there's pressure there that of course you saw he was there. Well, how could you not see, you weren't
Yeah.
concentrating, you weren't this, you weren't the other,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether that's true or false or not, but the what I think is true is that if you really didn't see someone, you really didn't see them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, because sometimes I'll say, oh look, there's a new building or something there. And David will say, that's been there for months, has it? I've never seen it, but in that I might be a passenger in the car as opposed to a driver, which I think sometimes makes a difference.
Oh gosh, yeah. So
Yeah,
you're driving along looking, I don't know, maybe not even seeing anything.
yeah, yeah.
Because you're
Yeah.
the movie you're playing, it might be about,
Mm. Yep.
something somewhere else,
Yeah.
past, future,
Or I might be concentrating on the road, but I'm
or
not looking
concentrate
at
on
the
the road. Yeah,
periphery of what's outside the road or something. But yeah, it's definitely your that's why I think humans make really bad witnesses to incidents because I might describe somebody as say black trousers and a white top and a blue hat. Somebody else might say, no, they had black trousers, but they had a blue top and a white hat, if I've said that the other way around. No, 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 they definitely, because yeah, you kind of, and you're not remembering it
yeah,
right
yeah,
either. That comes into it
yeah.
too.
I mean, I
Mhm.
think, this kind of this I don't know, the way I see this is that you've got kind of two things going on because you've got your experience of life that you're creating, moment your movie that you're
Yeah,
acting in, directing and watching,
yeah,
really, aren't you?
yeah,
But then there's also the the brain as opposed to the mind, what the brain can do. And the brain as we started at the beginning, which is with that um
the tap.
the tap, it makes judgments straight away. It fills
Yeah,
in the gaps and
mm,
it gives you what you expect to see.
yeah, mm, yeah, it does.
So um and we see, like we taste with our eyes too, don't we?
Mm, yeah,
Have you ever
because if
been given something to eat with your eyes closed and you've had to say what it is and you're not quite sure?
Yeah, I've done sort of something similar, like with smells. Like there were boxes and they had different smells, and you had to just try and identify what was in the box. And that was actually quite hard because, like, you couldn't see the lemon, you know, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
And it's funny because when you say lemon, I can get a sense of the smell of a lemon,
yeah,
and there isn't one anywhere near here.
no.
But it would have been nice. This is water, but it would have been nice to have lemon.
Oh yeah, look, I have actually got a slice of lemon in my. Oh, I've
What
disappeared.
did you do?
I disappeared into the. Yeah.
Being,
Anyway.
being,
Yeah,
yeah.
true, true. And yeah. Mm.
So how does it help, like in everyday living, this realization, this
Yeah, this that we look at. I think it helps because your mind wants to give you a suggestion of this or that. And I think it's really helpful to notice, is that true? Like the first thing that comes to mind, is
yeah,
that actually true? I'm too old for this. I'm too anxious to get a new job. Those people are different to me. Is any of that true? Probably not. So I think it helps to notice what your mind is throwing out
yeah. I
and
love that.
yeah, and
Do you know
what gaps it's filling in.
one of my one of my favorite words um is curiosity,
Mm,
and it's something that came into the word. the thinking about curiosity came into my life, if you like, with the horses when I started in natural horsemanship, because
Yeah.
I, before that, I honestly had never really thought about horses being curious,
Mm.
or people. In fact, if anything, I remember my gran used to tell me off for being nosy when I asked too many questions, because I used to ask a lot of questions, and
Yeah.
she used to say, I forget what she said, but I know she used to say that it was that I was being nosy and I should mind my own business, kind of thing. It was that era anyway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had
Put
a
that.
nanny like that too.
Yeah. But when I started to uh see the world from the horse's point of view more, and the idea of playing with horses became something, as opposed to working with horses, everything changed. And in with horses, we when we talk about play, what we actually mean is that they start to get curious.
Mm.
They start to investigate,
Yeah,
their surroundings. They'll put their nose on things and check it out with their mouth and all this sort of thing. So
yeah,
play and curiosity are kind of intertwined, if you like.
yeah, yeah,
And what you said just now about, questioning is is so true, because just remembering this, that what we see and what we believe is not, seeing, believing. And when I say seeing, it's not just with your eyes, is it? It's,
no.
seeing a situation, understanding a situation.
Mm.
Just just if you can just remember that maybe it's not quite as it seems,
Yeah,
and get
absolutely.
curious and ask questions.
Mm. I think when we're at school, it's kind of beaten out of us. You can ask questions in regards to the syllabus, the curriculum, what's going to get you to an exam, but you can't really go outside that. Maybe more in the creative arts side of things, but it definitely, and now I think with social media and all this stuff, we're given so much information and so many images and like a completed thing that we need to step back from that and imagine. We need to imagine things, not just be given.
Yeah, and we do have, I mean, we do have incredible creative
Yeah,
power, and create, our creativity of in our imagination. I mean, when you think about it,
yeah.
going back to my favorite, Black Flat Earth, if what was his name?
I can't remember either.
Columbus or somebody,
Okay.
whoever it was,
Hadn't
if those
discovered.
people hadn't, and not just before them as well. I think, for example, wasn't it the Vikings that actually landed in America?
Mm, I think so. Yeah.
So
Leif Erikson, was it? I can't remember.
something like that. I don't know. I do love Vikings, but that's another story. But that curiosity
Yeah.
is how we ended up
Is that how we got potatoes? I think so. Like somebody went off and found potatoes and brought them
potatoes.
back. Yeah.
And our curiosity, it's taken us to the moon. It's taken us
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
that is part of being human, that I think is incredible, and to be celebrated.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Um,
Because everything, you look around you, everything around you, apart from the conversation about everything comes from energy, the other part of it is everything around you was an idea
yeah,
because it didn't exist.
yeah.
The table, the laptop, the light, the everything was an idea. So somebody went, "Oh, I
And
wonder
got
if we can."
curious and tried
Yeah,
things and asked questions.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, brilliant. And they didn't just take it as, "Oh, no, no, you can't do that."
Yeah. So it's just, slowing down and is it true? Asking the question, is that real? Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, oh, I'm going to go on a different tack altogether. Um, you know, when you look at how long this, equality has been trying to work, have we really solved much? Women versus men, who manages the company, who's running the company, you know, we still have this glass ceiling effect for not just men and women, but lots of things that somehow we're still believing that that's true, and it's not true.
No, because it's a limitation, isn't it? So again,
Yeah.
it's limited thinking.
Mm.
It's flatter thinking.
It is definitely flat earth thinking. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've come full circle, but we haven't fallen off the edge,
We
so
haven't,
we're
well, there's no
okay.
edge. There is no edge.
No.
That's why we've come full circle.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, cool. Good.
So yeah, that was a really interesting one. We could have gone in so many different
We could.
directions
Yeah, we're good at
with
that,
that.
aren't we? I
We
love
are good
that
at
last bit
that.
was brilliant.
Yeah.
I was like, where's she going? Where's she going?
We're wonky agony aunts. We go anywhere.
Well, yeah, because we just wait and see what shows up.
Yeah.
I
That's
do love that. I mean, I know we do a little tiny bit of prep,
yeah.
but seriously, for anybody watching this, that you probably realized already there's no script.
No,
It's
definitely no script. Ah,
it's
and
show
that
up and
and
see what
that's why
shows up.
it's so much fun. So much
Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
because it could go anywhere.
And
I
neither
mean,
of us know where the other person's going because we don't.
no, no,
Even though we jumped on half an hour early, I think we started talking about what are we going to talk about 2 minutes before we went,
yeah.
let's hit
Um,
record.
and then probably when this is finished, we'll probably talk for another half an hour about something else.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just worried in case the tide comes in and you get wet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, so I think we've rounded off, don't you?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
have. That was fun.
that was fun. So
And then
it's
we'll do
been
another one in a couple of weeks.
another one in a couple of weeks. The recording of this goes on YouTube and it also goes in my school community where Louise and I are both hang out. So you can get in touch with us. Actually, you can get in touch with us there or Facebook or whatever.
Facebook or anywhere, yeah.
Yeah.
In a couple of weeks, I might be going to Cornwall, so we'll have to look at that. Or I could just be in
On a
Cornwall.
proper beach.
Yes.
Gonna pretend.
Let's
I
hope there's
wouldn't
no,
believe it.
yeah, let's hope there's no rubbish or anything. Yes, be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to say goodbye
And I'm going to say goodbye too.
and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.